a carrot hidden in this picture, then you could win a romp to our prize-packed house, where what you find is what you keep on Finders Keepers.
Finders Keepers, a classic children's game show. The whole idea of the show is about finding things hidden in areas around the house and forgetting about the mess. So a basic staple idea for kids around the world. But before we get into the gameplay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the show. Finders Keepers premiered on Nickelodeon on November 2nd, 1987. The show would cease productions for Nickelodeon, and the final episode would be aired on July 29th in 1988. Fox television stations would then produce a syndicated version of the show that would air that winter until March of 1989. Reruns would air on Nick Gas up until 2006, but for those with Dish Network, it was 2009. While the show was produced for Nickelodeon, it was shot in Philadelphia at WHYY, known as PBS in Philadelphia, along with hit Double Dare. Then the syndicated version was shot in Hollywood Center Studios in Los Angeles. I got one last tidbit of information to look for while the video continues through the rest of today. If you pay attention, you are able to tell the difference between the show's different eras. The Nickelodeon's version house has the entire set built into itself, while the syndicated version has the two sets side by side. But we'll go there in a moment. The main game was split into 2 rounds, followed by the bonus round. Each round of the main game was split into 2 parts. The first part was called the Hidden Pictures round. The 2 teams would face a board with hidden objects hidden in a larger picture. The host would then read a clue to the hidden object in the picture, and the teams would have to find the correct object. Now, in order to find the correct object varied between the 2 eras. The old Nickelodeon edition had just a screen, and they'd take a pen and they would circle it. And then the syndicated version, they had special stickers that were on a wall, and they'd have to go on and take the sticker and match it on the board.
Find it, blue team. Basketball. And yes, there you go. Way to go. $25. There's our basketball. You win $25, and that was for the right to search the bathroom.
If they got the answer correct, they would win $25 and get to search the room that was associated with that clue. But if they did not get the answer correct, the other team would search the room instead. Except in the original version, no one would search that room instead. And now, when I mean search that room, that comes to the second part of the round.
A giant one of these for your thought. Ready to go? Wait till I say go now. Find it! Alright, let's go! Katie and Matt are looking for a giant one of these for your thought in our hardest room.
Teams were able to search the house of Finders Keepers. Each team would enter a room. For example, we had the bathroom, the living room, and as the show went on, we got some crazier things. I would say some extreme fantasy type of rooms, such as Frankenstein's laboratory, pastry shops. I mean, there were some bonkers things. The host would then read a clue for an item that was hidden in the room. If they were able to find the item within 30 seconds, they would receive $50. And if they did not find the item, or showed the incorrect one, which that did happen by time to time, the money would go to the opposing team. Now, searching the rooms was not an easy task. There were many distractions hindering the teams from finding the correct objects, such as ping pong balls falling out of the cabinets, or just random confetti cannons shooting everywhere. After 4 rooms were searched, the first round was over and the whole process was repeated again in round 2. The second round followed the same concept as the first, except for a key few differences. The hidden pictures portion of the round would be worth $75 instead of $25, and the room search was worth $100 instead of $50. In addition, one room in that second round was the instant prize room.
Remember, you can... It's the instant prize room! It's the instant prize room! You guys win the instant prize! Tell them what they'll win, Harry!
If teams were able to find the hidden item in that room, they would win a bonus prize along with that $100 for that round. But if they did not find the item, the money would still go to the other team, but the prize would still go unclaimed. The team with the most money at the end of the second round would advance to the Room Romp bonus round. In that Room Romp bonus round, it was a massive scavenger hunt around the house. Teams had 90 seconds to find 6 objects in 6 different rooms. Just like in the rounds previous, the team would start in one room and find a hidden object. That hidden object would then direct them to the next room, and then on and on and on until they found all 6 items or just ran out of time. Every hidden item they found was worth a prize. And as they found more and more items, the value of the prize kept increasing all the way up until the grand prize. It's hard to believe it's been over 30 years since the production happened. It was a fun and interesting concept for a game show for kids at the time. Up until that time and period, most kids' game shows were trivia based, and Finders Keepers kind of changed it for the rest of the time. Really, the only other show at like that time was Double Dare, and there were not many kid shows that were messy, and which kind of broke the door along with Fox's Funhouse that started to air at the same time, into the 1990s where Nickelodeon game shows became exploding on our televisions, just like Legends of the Hidden Temple we just talked about a few months ago. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Make sure to press a like if you like this video and subscribe for more content. And finally, this has been Reality TV History. See ya!